Do you ever have times when you think to yourself that you're not sure who you really are? Well, guess what? You're much like a load of other people in this world because we're all brought up in the same way. We're all from children moulded. Think of yourself as a piece of modelling clay, and we're moulded by different people. We're moulded by our parents and the people that surround us at home. We then get moulded differently by teachers and people like that. Then, of course, we take a lot of the info that we see around us from media and from television, and we see celebrities and we see all of these people, and we feel that we should be a bit like that as well. So we don't really know who we are. And the problem with most of that is that different people see us in different ways, and they often think negatively of you. And the problem is that with the teaching that we get along the way, a lot of it seems to be quite negative. And instead of boosting our strengths, people take notice of our weaknesses and talk us down. And that affects us as people. That affects our own well-being. And because people talk to us in a certain way, they see us as one thing, one person, one type of person. What they don't understand is that we're all different people to different people. You behave differently when you're amongst a group of friends than you do when you're with your boss, than you do when you meet somebody who intimidates you. You're a lot of different people along the way. And the biggest problem with that is that we mostly beat ourselves up because we can't work out who we are. And the truth of the matter is, you're all of those people. And what you need to learn to do about that is to be true to who you are. You have beliefs deep down that you know are the things that are important to you. These are the things that you need to put out there. It's very easy for us to be press ganged into doing things that we don't want to do, being told that we're not as good as so-and-so here and so-and-so there. But you need to build yourself up and be unapologetically you. The trouble is, a lot of the time, we strive to be something that we're not. We try to live up to these expectations of other people, when really we should try to live up to the expectations of ourselves. One of the things my mum used to say to me when I was younger was not to try and improve myself so that I was better than someone else. It was always that the aim should be to be a better you than you were yesterday. And one of the things that you need to do along the way, you will get people point out your faults. And the thing is, what you can do is say to yourself, yeah, you're right. I am lacking on this. I am lacking on that. But then again, nobody's perfect. When you've got your strengths and you know who you are, it's then that you can look at these weaknesses and work out ways to overcome them. You see, the goal in all of this, and it took me until I was 55, is to learn to like yourself for who you are. You know your ideals, you know your morals, you know your ethics. And the key to it all, I think, is knowing who you are and being who you are. And one of the things that I've found along the way is that when you admit your weaknesses to people, and you can tell people, no, I'm not any good at that, this is not what I do, people don't think of you less. More often than not, they think more of you and respect you because you're willing to admit that you don't have everything right. I can remember times when people would ask me a question and then I would try to bluster and try and give them an answer because I felt that that was what I needed to do. And yet, in the end, I learned that if somebody asked me something I didn't know, the way around that was to say, do you know what? I don't know the answer to that, but give me a couple of days and I'll find out what it is and I'll get back to you. And people respect you more for that than they do when you try and just come up with something on the spot. Because what happens is people realize that you're comfortable about yourself. When you can admit your own faults and still be positive about yourself, then that's when other people will start to treat you differently. They will start to understand who you are as a person. And it's important that you do that for yourself. By being honest and telling people that you don't know, but you'll find out and get back to them, it will allow you the freedom to go and actually find it out and come back feeling more positive about yourself. And at the end of the day, it's only you that can come across as the person that you want to be. Sure, other people will look at you and have in their mind what you're like. But the thing is, all of us see each other in a different way because we all have a different background. You can be in a family with your brothers and sisters and you will all see something differently. And when anybody looks at you, it's the same as the way that you look at them. And if you can be yourself and come across as yourself and be authentic to yourself as who you are, you will feel, one, good about yourself, and two, people will start to understand you more. Because when you try to be somebody that you're not, you know it, and unfortunately, so do they. Because you don't ring true. Being authentically you, faults and all, is the best way to be. People will get to know you better when you know who you are. They won't be misled because you're trying to act up as somebody that you're not. And I tell you, I've done it so many times. So when you're wrong, don't undermine yourself by being stubborn, because that doesn't do anybody any favours. The key at times like that is to change your plans. Don't be stubborn about things. Don't march down this road. If you know that you're wrong and you're doing it to save face, just step back, take a deep breath, admit that you're wrong, and then go about things in another way. Not only will people like you and respect you more importantly, you'll respect yourself more. And as you go about this life, you're going to need to step out of your comfort zone every now and again. And when you know yourself well enough, you'll understand that you have what it takes to do whatever it is you need to do. And stepping out of your comfort zone will make you feel better than holding back and knowing that you are scared to take whatever step it is you need to do in your life. People see you in their own eyes. How you see yourself, though, is far more important. Be yourself unapologetically. Don't act in a way that you feel that they think you should act. Too many of us try to be something that we're not in an attempt to be more acceptable to other people. That's not the way to go. You only want to be acceptable to yourself. And by being your true self, others will cotton on to it and they will know. As I say, you'll have failures along the way and you'll need to learn from them. But don't worry about it, because you know what? You have what it takes. And this video will tell you why. See you next time.